All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think we are good to go. Now, let me just double check some stuff here. We're using a new program, so I have to make sure everything's running tight. Let's see. All right, so I think we are sharing the screen now. Yes, all right, so I think we're live. We got Han. What's going on, Han? How you doing, brother? So today we have something very special planned for you guys. And basically we're gonna do a little showcase here. It's just gonna be me here and my cat. And we're basically going to go over what we believe here at Benzinga is really gonna be the best damn deal you're ever gonna get, right? When it comes to really giving you everything that you need to be successful in trading, right? Everything from educational videos and options, all the way to our data research terminal platform, Benzinga Pro, even access to our trades that you will literally just have to mirror, right? Obviously, look, if you want to do other sorts of trades and things like that, you'll have a ton of trades. I'll go over some of that stuff with you, but Pro is one of the best tools here that we do have included in the summer bundle. You can do a lot of things with Pro. You have scanners, you have your own customizable news feeds, and really what I do like a lot here are the charts, right? I think the charts are pretty cool, especially because I use them every day when it comes to trading. So like, let's take a look here at Google and see what happened. And this is all real time, folks, all right? Just so you know. Now you're asking, why am I looking at Google? Well, I've been looking at the chart for a little bit of time, and I really like how it looks. I bought some Google today. I bought some shares, and I think this is a company that you obviously just want to buy and hold, right? Like, this is, again, I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but Google is Google, right? So it's like buying Apple. So basically, now this is great because you can use Pro not just as a trader, but you can also use it as an investor, right? How can you use this as an investor, you might be asking yourself? Well, number one, right, you need to be able to look at a chart, number one, right? So that you can pick the best times to add, right? So an investor always buys on dips, right? And just, it's not thinking about selling. So in this case, you look at your charts, you do your analysis, you can do all of that there inside Benzinga Pro. Jim, what's going on, brother? Let me go ahead and like open everything here. Hold up. By the way, my name's Rodrigo. I'm not Neil. I don't know where to change that, but just for awareness, okay? And let me just pull up here the other stuff on the YouTube side. Hold up, folks. We haven't started yet. Hold up. Okay, so for the folks in the chat, Han and Jim on the all right, Jim and Han, in the chat, go ahead and just put a comment. I just want to make sure that you guys can use the chat so that you guys, if you have a question, at least you can see it there. Let me know if you can see it on that chat. And as far as the YouTube side, I haven't opened that, but we're going to open it right now. And I think you guys are seeing my Pro. Let me check. Okay. Okay, folks. So we're basically going to do a rundown of all this stuff here, okay? Mundo, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while, brother. How's everybody doing this Friday? We're getting everything set up here. 5 p.m. is really the time we're starting. I just came in a little bit earlier. I just wanted to check this program, make sure I didn't screw it up. All right. If you have any tickers you want to go over, we can do that. And we can use the Benzinga Pro to kind of show you and kind of make a little conversation if you guys want. Like, so feel free to engage. It's Friday. Have fun here. More importantly, right? Have fun and learn how to use these tools to make money ultimately, right? Now this chart, this is let's try to go a little. This is a daily. All right, so I pulled this up on the daily. Now you can go all in with charts and everything, but personally, I do like that Google did break out from that top. Hopefully, it continues next week. But yeah, look, Benzinga Pro is going to help you even if you're like, for example, some people are just day traders, right? I don't know your style. I don't know anybody here what you're trading. How do you trade? You know, you could be day trading. You could be day trading options. You could be investing. You could be swinging. I have no idea what you guys in the chat do to trade, but Benzinga Pro is going to help you regardless of what you're doing. And there's a bunch of stuff here that we're going to go over, a bunch of things like trade alerts from Nick, trade alerts from Matt Maley, which are stocks, crypto trades, Benzinga Pro, options inner circle chat room. Like this thing is packed. So what I'm showing you right now is packed. We only did it one time. We're only doing it till midnight. So we got Joseph Dane wanting to ask about TSM. Is that Taiwan Semiconductors? You guys want to talk about that? I mean, hopefully nothing happens in Taiwan, but if something happens, shit's gonna hit the fan, dude. Like if China does invade Taiwan, forget about it. Like everything that you use has a chip. Like your phone has chips. This laptop I'm using has chips. The phone, the car that you drive, not only has a huge amount of chips, but it's going to require more and more semiconductor chips. So as technology develops, we need more chips. And if we don't have that supply chain here, then it's not good for us, obviously. That could impact the whole economy. It's pretty big. So Taiwan Semiconductors, dude, that's where everybody buys their chips. Everybody, Nvidia, like all these companies. If this company, something happens there, like expect some volatility in these stocks. But nobody can predict that, honestly, what I would do, man, I would go. I would probably go and see what these and this is just as a trader. This is the only tool that I think I have as a trader to maybe trade geopolitics, right? I would go and see what Congress people are doing. I would go see what all these people that are in those committees, what they're buying, if they're buying chip stocks. I know that Nancy Pelosi sold a lot of her Nvidia stocks. I think it was like a month, 3 weeks ago or a month ago. So, I mean, that's my only temperature reader when it comes to trading geopolitics, because you really never know what the response is going to be here, like so. Trading this is a little bit different, There's a lot of stuff happening with everything there. But when it comes to this stock, Taiwan Semiconductors, that's where everybody buys the chips. Siva, what's going on? We got Hector. All right, so let's see what's going on with Taiwan Semiconductors. It looks like it's up. It's up like 1.6% for the day. I want to show you really quick here. You can see that Benzinga Pro actually gives you the pricing change in pre-market and after-market. I've tried every single damn brokerage that is out there, okay? None of them do this, and they're really antiquated. It's like you're using a Game Boy, And when you're using Pro, it feels like you got the new Xbox 5, 6, I don't know what the hell's out there, but like the most newest thing, right? So this is one of the things why I do like Benzinga Pro, because it basically, we're using technology as it comes out, right? Does it cost more money for us to give you pre-market and aftermarket hours in Pro? Of course. Data costs money. It's not free. We pay for it. So that's why brokerages really don't put out much information out there. The way I look at it is these brokerages are, just like banks, institutions where you open a checking account, savings account, trading account. But when it comes to like using the technology, keep in mind, we're focused on this. This is something that we have been doing with Pro for about maybe 10 years. So there's a lot of work. All of this is, of course, proprietary to Benzinga. So you really don't get this other places. Do you get little parts of this in some other places that have a newsfeed or something? Maybe, but it's not the real deal, unfortunately. The real deal is only in one place, and that's in Benzinga Pro, inside Benzinga Pro, right? So we're looking at Taiwan Semiconductors. We're looking at the chart. Joseph Dane says, sorry folks, I'm a little sick. Joseph Dane said, TSM seems poised for an upside. I mean, yeah, if they don't get invaded, of course, like if it doesn't, if it doesn't get bad like that, Joseph, of course. I mean, nobody wants it to, right? And I'm coming to really appreciate the reality of what you're describing. What do you mean, Joseph? Do you mean about like about how to read the temperature, because basically that's a geopolitics trade, like at this point with what's going on there. It's like trying to trade the Ukraine-Russia war. Like you have no idea what's going to happen, what Putin's going to do, what these people are going to do, or if they're going to do anything at all, right? Like we saw. So you have to always kind of keep that in the back of your head with this stuff. So, okay, the upsides of Pro. Oh, dude, I'm just getting started, Joseph. I'm just getting started. Okay, so this is, I'm showing you the daily chart. Okay, folks, let me just put the link in there for the people on the other thing we have. We're using a new software, so I'm just going to put the link there so they can click it up. 1 second, folks. Okay, everybody that's on GoToMeeting, if you look at the chat, click that link, okay? Click that link. That's where everything is there, all right? Like the bundle stuff. So I'm going to go through the news feed really quick here. We're looking at Taiwan Semiconductors. This is, I believe, Joseph's stock, correct? All right, so we're going to show you a couple things here, right? So we can see a couple of recent announcements here. Let's see. Again, keep in mind, Benzinga does a lot of stuff, right? This is one of the things we do, which is our data research terminal. Then we also have, like break news. So for example, if a company wants to release like a PR, Benzinga does that. So they come to Benzinga. And the reason is because Benzinga is like the beacon of free speech when it comes to trading, right? It's totally unbiased news source. There's no spin attached to anything. You know, if you were to turn on CNBC or these other places, you already know how it is. And honestly, if I'm trading my own money that I work so hard for, I mean, I don't want any spin. I don't want anybody giving me their personal opinion or trying to, you know, do what they do. So why do people love Benzinga Pro? Because they get the news as it is. You get it directly from the source, right? And that's why a lot of companies love to come to Benzinga and release their PRs, because they're able to say what they want to say to their investors, right? That's a direct form of communication between companies, publicly traded companies, and their investors. That's just one of the things that Benzinga does, and I'll show you really how you can take advantage of that, because we have a fully customizable news feed that you can filter by that. All right, so all the tools are going to be on the top left, right? You put your mouse on the top left, and you're going to see something's going to pull up there. 1 second. All right, I need to make sure I'm showing everything. Everything looks fine. Okay, so if you see on the, I believe, all right, let me see if you, I think you guys can see it. So on the top left side, there is like a list, like a drop down, right? There's a ton of tools. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 11 or 12 tools there, right? And you just go in there and you click the one that you want. You can have more than one tool in each workspace. What you're watching right now is one workspace, and I only have one thing there, and that's that news thing, the news feed thing. So if you click here, categories. All right. And look, just want to mention this out. If you already have Benzinga Pro and you want to steal, email me, call me. I'll still hook you up. So below here, right, you see, let me zoom out here. Okay, there you go. You see this red thing there? It says exclusives. So it's called Benzinga Exclusives. And this is when a company, you know, like it could be Plug Power, Mullen Technologies, so many great companies out there. And look, here's the thing. So many companies out there, literally, like they don't even talk about them on CNBC or Bloomberg, obviously, because they only talk about like Apple and Tesla, right? They have a different end user, right? It's really not the average retail trader like you and me. Like, I mean, I have no idea how much money they've lost for retail traders. It's so huge. But really, that's why, I mean, that was the best results from, especially not just me, but other traders. They start doing a lot better once they stop listening to all that stuff. And they start using their own tools, customizing it. Once you eliminate that, it's definitely going to help you out. So let's see. So you click exclusives there, right? And then once you click done below, you're going to get all of the PRs that we've done. So This means that, let's say if a company comes to Benzinga and they want to release some news, you're going to get that in that news feed, right? So now this news, this breaking news, of course, moves stocks. Of course, it does, like, just like anything else. Now, as a Benzinga Pro user, you get this news immediately, right? So let's say we break the news right now, 2 seconds later, you're gonna have it on that news feed, right? Now, of course, this news is also shown. We send it out to other brokerages. So traders on Webull, Fidelity, like Schwab, Robin, all these other places, these brokerages, they all have relationships with Benzinga, right? So when we release those PRs for publicly traded companies, they will appear in other brokerages, and then the algos pick it up, and then you know how it works, right? So obviously there's going to take a little bit of time. Sometimes it can take 5, 10, 15 minutes for the data to go from our news source, to a brokerage. That's just basic. That's just pretty basic, because obviously we have our own platform here, so we have less, I guess, red tape, yellow tape, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to putting this information out there in our platform. So it's not uncommon that you get a PR from us in this news feed and it comes out, right? And then maybe it doesn't come out for like maybe another 5 or 10 minutes in another brokerage. Why? Because they have steps, right, that they have to go through the data and put it in their platform. It's not like, we don't own TD Ameritrade, we don't own Schwab. Like, we send them the PR and they put it there, right? But that's not immediate like it is with our platform in Benzinga Pro. So that's a little something that can already kind of put you ahead of the curve there. But anyways, remember, you have we have Qualcomm CFO. I mean, we've had some pretty big companies before. Let's see. So the Qualcomm CFO was on Benzinga Live TV. So, oh, by the way, I do have to give a shout out here. I don't know if you guys know who does these exclusives, but his name is Sultan, and this guy is like, he does such an amazing job with this. There's an amazing team here, just everything you see, and with this particular news feed, I know some people that literally only use this news feed to trade. That's it. Like, they're not, obviously, they trade, they know how to trade, but they like trading this particular news, Benzinga breaking news, right? Not just for the reasons that I just mentioned, but at least personally, the way that I look before anything. All right, before anything, a big shout out for Zoltan. Let's go, guys. Can you guys hear that air horn, the special air horn on YouTube? Let me know. But basically, that's what Zoltan does, right? He's amazing with this stuff. You can see Qualcomm CFO was there. We had him on our live stream. We interviewed him. And here's why I really like this a lot better than any other. This is why people come to Benzinga. This is what these even big companies like Qualcomm love coming to Benzinga, because they're able to get out their message clean and clear. Again, no spin. We're back to the same thing. You want unbiased news sources, especially for your trading, where your money is going to be put into, right? That's my personal opinion when it comes to trading, honestly. Now, you can even filter this stuff by other things like market cap, price, volume. I mean, you can get so specific, so nanomolecular here. And again, keep in mind, we are the only ones that have this kind of customization, because we're focused on retail traders, okay? Benzinga Pro, all this stuff we're doing here, it's not for BlackRock, okay? It's not for Fidelity. We're not trying to do this thing for Warren Buffett or any of these, Bill Ackman. These tools were designed by traders for traders, by the average Joe, the average trader who said, hey, it would be nice to have this, but obviously we listen to our users more than all these other places do. You can tell by the technology that we deal with here in Benzinga Pro, because a lot of these things came from customer feedback, from user feedback, So we have a huge team of developers that works nonstop here to basically keep improving Benzinga Pro. This is not, set it, forget it. This is a long-term project with, the end goal really is to help retail traders, empower retail traders. We understand that retail traders have been getting the short end of the stick forever. Benzinga Pro has been on the side of the retail trader from day one. That's why a lot of people know us for doing this stuff and helping you guys with this. We even have phone support. Try calling TD Ameritrade. Try calling all these brokerages. You have a 2-hour wait time. I mean, and they have billions of dollars. Okay, so we definitely focus a lot on users, a lot more than all these huge multi-billionaire companies do. So you can filter this by a lot, right? Everything I'm telling you is like legit 100%. All right, I know because I trade myself. I've been trading for years, but all right. So that's the news feed, right? And you can use that news feed in different ways. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I just wanted to show you how you can use the Benzinga exclusives for your advantage, okay? Because it's a great tool. This is my #1 tool. This is what, I mean, everybody that I talk to, if there's only one thing that you could use here, dude, one thing, let it be the scanner. You can put it for pre-market hours, regular hours, after market hours. You can even filter by session or 5 minutes, whatever it is. So, and you can do it by sectors as well. Sectors, market cap, and price. The other thing I like is that you can do this for day trading, right? If you're looking to day trade, you can day trade pre-market, after-market, earnings, right? So you can use it for all of that. But then if you go to regular, right, you can use it for something a little bit different. This is something I started doing I think it was last year. So for example, you can just go in here and then you put the time period, you put like 3 months as an example, or 6 months, right? And then right now it's not filtering by any sector, by any specific sector. Right now it's only filtering by what I put there, the market cap, the price, and 6 months. Gainers and during regular hours. So the reason why I like to do this a little bit longer term is because I'm able to find solid uptrends, if that makes any sense. Let me know if that makes sense. But basically, the whole goal of why I use it that way is so that I can find stocks that have been consistently going up. And I mean, ultimately, you'll go do your research, right? So as an example, no idea what this company does, LNTH. I think I've seen this thing before in my scanner, but I haven't traded it. So you can start digging into it, right? I'm gonna do it live with you so you see what I mean, okay? You can even move this. How cool is this, right? And just so you know, I put in that ticket to the developers so they could like move these windows left and right, customize it. Super cool. Like we put our own feedback as well on this stuff, guys. All right, like we want to help traders. Like that's a genuine feeling, So let's take. I mean, this chart looks amazing. This looks beautiful. I don't know what they do. So if you go below here, this is the chart, okay? But I'm going to click on overview. All right, I'm going to click on overview. And if you guys have any stocks or anything you want me to look in pro, we can do it. Like it's Friday. I don't have any plans today, so we can hang out here if you want. But basically, just for everybody to know what I'm doing here, I'm showing you like the summer bundle thing. But this is how I use pro. So if you want to get it, or if you already have pro, pay attention. And if not, you can still get the deal even if you have pro. You just have to email me so we can, work something out for you. But this company right here, okay. All right, so this company right here, we can look at a couple of things here, right? Number one, this is the overview, so you get a little bit of everything. You get company and industry, key ratios, peers. So if you want to look at competitors, maybe you want to try some sympathy plays, right? Earnings, right? You definitely want to know how a company is doing. And for those that are day trading, look, they just reported earnings. This is what I love about this, man. Like seriously. It's like I don't even have to go in and look at these damn filings, I just have to go in at the pro level and it's going to give me the full summary. And look, we have this thing called WIN, which is like why is it moving, which is a separate thing. I'll talk about it later. But basically, we have a department of people. Abdul, we have Randy. Again, Big shout out there to the team, Randy. Let's go, guys. Give a big shout out to Randy as well. An amazing team here, folks, in Benzinga, trying to help you guys out. Okay, so no sound out. Joseph, do you hear the air horn? If we can't get the air horn here, no problem. I got options here, but we definitely have to give a round of a shout out because there's so much people behind. I know that you guys, like, you guys only see like a platform, you know, and you just see the numbers there. But like, I know the team of people and the amazing team of folks that we have working every day to bring you the stuff out there, and it's a lot of work, you know. It's not. So I want to give them a shout out. You know, they work really hard to give you guys all this information. All right, so big shout out. We're gonna give a shout out to Randy, and we're gonna give a shout out. We're gonna give a shout out as well to Zoltan. All right, let's go. There you go. I got options with the air horn. Don't worry, man. So if you are day trading, if you're scalping, very important to know, number one, why is the stock moving? Why is it moving? Okay. And many times you're going to see this in other, like, I think it's like TD Ameritrade. Like, you'll see a stock, like, why is the stock moving? Where do you think that information comes from, my friend? It comes from Benzinga. Okay. So get everything from the source. All right. Get everything from where it's done. Benzinga. Okay. I rather get things from the source, man. Okay, that's just me. I think it's a lot easier to use. It's more natural, and you get much more than that. But obviously, that's what I'm trying to get at. You know, like, people want to buy what we do and stuff, and ultimately get it from the source. That's what I was trying to tell you at the beginning. Get the thing from where it comes from. So you can see right here, Randy came out there. And basically they'll tell you why it's moving. You know, so they're saying shares are trading higher after the company reported better than expected Q2 and adjusted EPS and sales results, and issued Q3 EPS and sales guidance. I mean, these guys are, I'm trying, what the hell do they do? Is this like a medical company? Let's take a look here. Hold on. Okay, so it looks like they're in the healthcare sector with the development of diagnostic products. Its imaging products and agents assist clinicians. So we got some sort of healthcare stock. Now I just clicked on there and it takes me to the website. Let me see what these guys do, because it's like the third time I see it on my scanner. Let's go to their pipeline. I think one time I went over this, but I don't remember what they had. So they have some clinical trials. Okay, yes, I remember now. These guys are into everything. They're in the brain, oncology, I mean, cardiovascular. So I'm assuming this is some really good technology that they have that's helping people. But then you can also see really their pipelines and what they have and what phase. So, I mean, it's all about saving you time as well. Time is money, and in trading, you know it better than anybody. So it looks like they do X-rays, cardiac ultrasounds, echo. Hey, this is good. This is good. If they're saving lives, then let's go, man. And let's see what else we have here. So they did report the earnings, and as you can see, you don't have to go in there and read the filings. All you have to do is like literally see it right here as it comes out live. Okay. And the best part is that you can actually see the price action, pre-market and aftermarket, right? You can know if it's up 7% or, you know, or if it's down 20%, you know? So that's very important. That's really why I do love the scanners. Right now we have it on regular hours. I did 6 months, okay? Remember when I was telling you why I put the scanner at 6 months instead of 5 minutes or just a session? Because I'm not day trading this, and I don't want to day trade this stuff. So that's why you can use different things for different types of trading. Again, I don't know if you're day trading. I don't know if you're scalping. I don't know if you're doing credit put spreads or credit calls. I have no idea what you guys are trading on, where you guys are listening to. But I'm just showing you that whatever you're doing, you can benefit and profit from using this scanner, even if it's short or long term. So If you want to look at after hours, as an example right now, keep in mind that my filter here price is above $10 and the market cap is above $2 billion. The reason why I do that is because I'm trying to eliminate these small caps, low float stocks that are easily manipulated, easily, right? So I don't like to trade those stocks. I don't like to trade stocks that can maybe go down 80% in a day. You know, you go up 80%, you go down 150%. Who the hell knows how much? So I don't like to trade around those stocks. I've seen so many cases with like IDEX, whenever a short seller report comes out, some stuff like that. So I really don't feel that. I think if a stock is above $10, this is just my personal opinion. If it's above $10, 2 billion market cap is not even that high, to be honest. But I think the $10 mark kind of gives me enough support levels, and it gives me a lot of information to know, because maybe it went at 10 down to 5 and broke 10 and now it's at 15. I don't know, but I think that 10 is really a good marker where I can feel comfortable with the stock. So, and you can filter this by whatever. You can put there $5 or no limit, right? You're gonna get all the penny stocks you want. If you want to trade penny stocks, this can give you penny stocks, right? If you don't want to trade penny stocks, you can also not trade penny stocks, right? We have something for everybody here. So I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's my personal opinion on trading. Everybody trades however they feel like it, right? So key data, all that stuff is super important. So as we were looking at, right now we're looking at after hours, okay? And we're looking at the session. I don't know if anybody knows what's popping right now after hours, but this thing is MTSI. Let's see what this is. Okay, it's up like 9% after hours. All right, let's see if I can put in something here for this one. And this is how simple it is, honestly. Like sometimes it's like you have the tools, you look at the chart, you see it's ripping, killer earnings. You don't even have to be in the trade for more than an hour. Like if you see something ripping higher and you feel like you want to make a quick trade, like sometimes it's who gets there first, you know? Like the news can be amazing, right? But it's usually the people that get in first that, you know, they have a better position overall. So, I mean, this thing came out like, well, number one, let's see why it's going up, you know? Let's look at the news and see what's going on. Okay, I have no idea. There's no news here, so. Okay, it looks like, okay, this is a chip company. Shares of chip semiconductor company, okay, so, I mean, didn't Intel, wasn't there some chip companies that reported bad earnings? Jonas, I think you talked about TSM. I don't think it was TSM, but I don't know if it was Intel or Nvidia. I don't remember. But apparently the gaming industry is not going to be as hot as they thought, from what I read from Nvidia's most recent earnings report. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so you can pretty much see how you can filter this. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find here. We bring it down to $5. Let's get a little curious here and see. Okay, so again, keep in mind it's Friday. It's probably like the slowest day of the week. I showed you the overview, the news as well, which is very important. And we've just gone over a couple things here. The other thing I did want to show you guys is the news feed, but I want to show you how I use it. All right, so we got some questions there, but again, this is like freestyle time. All right, it's just you and me. Okay, this is our time. You want to talk about stocks? You want to chart stuff? You want to see what's happening? You want to talk about something? Let it be what it is, right? Lots of hype recently. Re-arthritis drug revolution. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I guess there might be an issue there. Hold up 1 second, dude. Jonas. Yeah, it looks like they put the wrong link in there, Joseph. Sorry. Um, I'm trying to get that fixed there. Yeah. Hopefully they can fix it, man. I mean, it's 5 p.m., 5:30. Everybody leaves, so I'm pretty much the only one here. So I don't even know they'll be able to fix it. Oh my God, dude. So I clicked on the link there. Um, I don't know if you clicked on that link, Joseph. So I just clicked on the link. I'll see where it takes me. No, the link is working fine. Yeah, seems to be working fine there. Um, Everything looks fine on checkout, Joe. I guess it's just that link, but it's taking me to the right place, so it's all good. Thanks for checking that out. So, all right, let's get back to the chat, see what people are talking about. Um, it's the same link. You just click on the same link. It's the first one. Actually, let me get rid of all these other links that shouldn't even be there. 1 second. And we're going to show you guys how to go over. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you a couple stuff here. I'm going to show you a lot of things here, like how to use Pro and other stuff, some trade ideas. Right now, I'm just trying to do some stuff here with the Benzinga thing. I'm not sure why my computer's slow. I don't know if it's this new program that we're using or what it is, but it's just taking a little while for me to get this thing done. But it's the right link there, Joseph. So um, this is. And all right, so this is the newsfeed when we were looking at the um, exclusives, the Benzinga exclusives. Then you can also filter this by more stuff. Let me show you. If you go to watch lists here, let's say you go to watch list. Okay, so you click watch list. And you can pick any watch list there. So I had this one I made, small cap trades. But you have a ton of trades, right? These are small stocks. Let's see, trades for this. Like you can build as many, several watch lists there. And you can filter by 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, or all your watch lists, right? Let me tell you why this is important, okay? Remember at the beginning of this session, we were talking about why uh, why publicly traded companies love to come to Benzinga to do their PRs. It's very simple. They don't like spin on their news. They like the people to get the information as it is. What does that mean? It means that, like, if you want to talk to your investors, you should be able to talk to them directly, right? Without anybody talking over you and telling you how they perceive your company to be instead of really what you're talking to your investors to. So it is a clear line of communication, not just pretty much between retail traders, investors, and the publicly traded companies. When you do the PRs, when you see what we do here at Benzinga, they have a full like 5, 10, I don't even know how long, a long video interview on YouTube where we go over questions, not just from like questions that we have, but then questions that the traders from our chat rooms have. So there's no other place that you get this sort of interaction with um, with these PRs, right? So that's really why I like to do this stuff, because I'm able to filter my newsfeed for the stocks that I like, and I'm able to do that, and I don't have to listen to what Kramer or this Carl Quinta, who says or feels about this stock, or about this sector, or about this industry. I don't want to hear that. I want to get the news directly. And that's why I love Habit Pro, because you can filter your watch list. I have 4 watch lists that are being filtered in this news feed. You know what that means? That I'm only getting news in this watch list, in this feed, in this news feed from my watch list. Okay, so I don't have to be, on top of like trying to see what they talk about here, there, over there, what they're pumping over here and that. You know, why? Because I have all the information I need there. And you need to have your like universe of stocks, 100, 200, or 300 stocks, whatever. But then you also need to have a small group of stocks that you're maybe investing in, right? And then you want to always follow up with those stocks. But it's really hard to do that individually. So we pretty much built this platform, this newsfeed, so that you can filter this by that. So you basically get all of the news feeds, the sources of the news feeds, right? Not opinions, sources. You get the sources of the news, and you basically have access to all that stuff. So it makes everything a lot easier, because it's really hard to keep track of all those stocks. It's hard to keep track of your day, like nowadays, with how busy people are. And really, this is just something that saves me time. It makes trading a lot easier, and investing is a lot easier when you have all the information there of the stocks you're following. Like if you want to have a watch list where you have Google, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, like some blue chip babies, you can do that. And then you don't even have to look into them individually. You already have a news feed that is for your investments. There's people that they always put, X amount of money into Apple or Google or Tesla every month, regardless of the price, because they're looking out 10 years out, 5 years out, which is how you really should invest, right? And then but it's really good to know what's happening, right? Some people don't care about what's happening with the company. They just want to put their money in. That's fine. But if you want to find out what's going on, if you want to know like what's really happening with all these companies that you're invested in, this is the best way to do it, because you filter your newsfeed by all of that. Again, and you don't have to go listen to any of these, cable news companies when it comes to this stuff. So that's a great thing that you can do here. The other stuff I want to show you is that the categories sources are there's a lot of them. Let me show you some of them. So remember I told you about the WIM, like the why is it moving, where it's like basically we have a team of people that they find news in a stock and price action related to that news, and they pretty much post it, and you'll see it on top of the chart. It's a blue thing. But if you do want to get, as an example, just like the alerts when we identify that, let me go ahead and take off these watch list filters that I have. All right, so, all right, there's a couple questions here. I don't want to miss them out. Centra talking, hey, Rodrigo, after we sign up for the subscription, let's say I signed up for the bundle, the renewal price is the same. It's going to be the same. But just make sure that you're using that link that we have there, okay? When you click that link, it's going to take you straight to the checkout. That's for sure. It's going to the right place, right? So now let me take these watch lists off, okay? I'm gonna show you something. I already had, um, how do you say it? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I already had the win there. So I basically just took off the watch list, okay? So what you guys are seeing there is pretty much like all of the stocks that we identified, and that there's price action movement, and that we actually identified this is why it's moving. It could be moving up or it could be moving down. But you can see some of these, right? Like, Core Group, Hut 8 Mining trading higher on continued strength after the company reported 30% year-over-year growth. I mean, that's one. Flutter Entertainment earlier today reports H1 Group revenue 3.39 million euros, up from 3 million euros year over year. Shares up 13% for the session. What else do we have here? Shares of several crypto companies trading higher amid a rise in Bitcoin and Ethereum prices. Okay, I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. Look, BlackRock shares are trading higher after Deutsche Bank maintained a buy rating on the stock and raised its price from 720 to 860. You want to talk about trade ideas? I mean, there's no place that will give you as many, and not just trade ideas. Let me just make sure I'm pretty clear about this. We're not talking about any trade ideas. We're talking about fully customizable trade ideas. Like, these are trade ideas that you can make, like you can pretty much like filter them by the way that you want. And, remember I was telling you how you filter this stuff by even further stuff? Well, let's say if you want to do like the market cap thing, you can pretty much filter here the market cap that you want these types of news feeds for the why is it moving thing. If you want a market cap that's, big, large cap, small cap, middle, volume, so important, so important. Why? You don't want to trade something without volume, okay? Please. And you can filter the volume here, maybe, to be honest, man, maybe I don't even want to trade anything that's not trading above 500,000 shares. So, you can filter this stuff and you're going to get results, right? Obviously, if you get too specific, you get more narrow results, obviously, right? But that's really when you start kind of, getting what you want, right? Like, you don't want to trade everything. You really don't. You want to trade what makes sense to you, right? Whatever makes sense to your type of trading. So if you want to trade a stock that's trading over 200,000 shares, and we have identified why the stock is moving because of a specific news, you can do that. You can do that here in Benzinga Pro. If you want to do it with the market cap, right? Maybe you don't want to trade stocks that are under 2, 5, $10 billion, but you want to trade those that are above 10 billion, that we have identified a specific news that has created price action volatility on the way up or down. You can do that. If you're a day trader, you need to be trading volatility. You need to be that. I mean, that's what I don't know what you think a day trader is, but a day trader is basically in and out in a day. And if the stock is flat, why would you want to trade that? You need volatility in this market, either up or down. So this is why it's really important to have these tools. It's not just about saying you want to day trade. It's also about having the tools. If you put a farmer, to go farm, and you put somebody with like a horse and like some of these, little things that, they carry around like that, and you put another farmer with a huge John Deere tractor, bunch of Caterpillar tractors and things like that, who do you think's going to do a better job? Straight up, like, let's just be real about it. You need tools to get the job done. Doctors need tools to get the job done. You need certain tools to get certain things done. That's just how it is. Trading is no easy walk in the park, my friend. So if you're trying to wing this on your own, I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions, but it's, if you're not doing well trading, it's not necessarily like your fault. Sometimes it's also that you don't have the right tools. It's not necessarily that, you know, you have to be Warren Buffett. You can also have good tools that help you trade. And that makes things a little bit easier, right? Again, risk management, there's a lot of things involved, but I'm just saying finding the trade ideas is the most important part of a trader. Finding that volatility that fits your trading style, okay? So there's a lot of things that you can do here, really. There's a lot of things. We already have this thing screened up. I went by why is it moving? We filtered the market cap, we filtered the volume. I mean, we can filter this even more if you guys want. Average volume, look at this. You can literally filter by the average volume. So let's say if I want to trade a stock, if I want a stock that appears there in this news feed, and let's say I want this to maybe trade no less than 200,000 shares a day. Because you've seen these stocks that they have a massive volume day, they go up 150%, and then the next day they have like 1/20th of the volume and they just tank because they have no volume. So finding a company that has consistent average volume, tells you there's consistent buying interest in the stock, makes me feel a little bit more confident about what I'm trading. Again, there's so many things here that you can filter that can really make your life a lot easier and help you not get into sticky situations that seem to happen a lot. So you can filter this by so many things. I really just wanted to show you a little bit of how we do it. What else can I show you? What else can I show you here? So we took a deep dive there. Let's see if there's any questions on YouTube. One second. I'm going to look at that in a minute. Okay, we're waiting for this to load. And these are what you're seeing now. These are the exclusives. So that's the news that we break. Those are like the PRs that we do. And they're amazing. They're really amazing. I love them because it's really, I mean, there's a lot of there's more transparency in the way that we do things here. That's I'm gonna leave it there basically, you know, like there's a lot more transparency between the investor and the retail trader and the retail investor when Benzinga does the PR. 100%. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. I know, all right, there's a couple questions here. Let me just wait for this thing to load. I have no idea why this is so slow, man, but all right. Okay, so we have a couple of questions here. Joseph, it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. Anil Kapoor, what's up? Let's see what Anil has to say. Hi, Roderick. Does the summer bundle include Anne-Marie trades? It only includes Anne-Marie trades and Nick's inner circle chat room, which I haven't even gotten to. I told you this is our date. This is our time. I told you I don't have any plans today. My plan is to just chill with you here, okay? So we're just gonna chill here, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm gonna show you in pro how we can look at it, you know, and then we can talk about it, you know, openly, right? So that's what it comes with, Anil. But if you do want to make some sort of customization, give me a ring, send me an email, and we'll do it. But make sure you do this because it's the last day we're gonna offer, well, at least that they're offering it, the summer bundle. Okay, Joseph, very cool to hear about all this for the scanner. I had no idea. Hey man, you should have talked to me, Joseph. I really think this is a great tool, but I explain it a certain way, and I think that when I'm able to do that with people, they find more value out of this, right? I'm a trader myself, and that kind of makes it a little bit different because I get where you're coming from. As a trader, you know, I went through my struggles as well. So having these tools is such a lifesaver. You have no idea. So Anil, yes. So basically, it has a lot of stuff. The summer bundle it's the best thing they put out there, man, in a long time. But let me go over the details with you in a bit. Central, yeah, you can set up alerts and things like that. Bernardo, what companies get better than expected results today? Market close. Bernardo, you can find that there. You can find that in Benzinga Pro. You can filter this news feed. Man, there's so much stuff here. There's so much knowledge that I have about Benzinga Pro that I know would change like y'all's lives trading. Like honestly, because it's like such a game changer. Such a game changer. All right, you ready, Bernardo? Let me know if you're ready. I got something big for you. Let me know when you're ready, Bernardo, and I'll show you a very, very cool feature with this scanner, with this newsfeed scanner. Let me just take off some of the things we have here. All right, so Bernardo's ready. It's about to get serious here, Bernardo. Okay. All right. Let me just unfilter all this stuff here. Okay. This is something that I was doing a lot before, like when COVID just came out. Everything was moving because of COVID, right? So you can filter this thing by like certain keywords. Okay, Bernardo, check this out. COVID as an example. This is just an example, right? You can do this by what you just said, right? Better than expected results or whatever. So if you want to do COVID and or not, and not, so fully customizable features here, right? So you want to put COVID, increased increased guidance. I mean, you can do this and you can like go crazy with it, right? Let's just take off COVID now as an example, right? And we're going to delete this item. And maybe I just want to put companies that have either increased guidance, better than expected. Like, you know, I could like do this thing like the whole day, have an amazing, like on every single thing that I see a stock going up on, increased guidance, you know, increased buyback program, acquisition, cash acquisition. My God, like there's so much stuff that you could put on this scanner. It's like, so Bernardo, if you're trying to find stocks that have better than expected results, you can find like it's basically as soon as a company comes up and that's included in the PR, the way you customize this, like this particular keyword search, it's going to appear there, right? So you can see, I mean, and obviously you can filter this by anything that you want, any word as an example, okay? That's one of the best things that I've been able to do with this scanner when you're just letting it ride out, you know, by itself. But we've gone over a lot of Pro. I feel that I have to show you like pretty much like one of the like, I mean, it's amazing. I love it. It's Nick's chat room. This is the other thing that's included with the bundle. We're moving on, folks. We're moving on. We can talk about Pro later on if you want me to like watch something there, like look at a chart, or you know, we can talk about anything there. Um, and then we got the chat spammers here. The hell we got. All right, let's get rid of that. I'm opening the chat room because I want to show you guys something. Let's just get rid of this. All right. Okay, so what? Okay, I think I can see this fine. Can you guys see that fine? I'm trying to open the options chat room here. One second, folks. All right, so you're welcome, Bernardo. Anybody that has, even if you have Benzinga Pro already, and you want to work out a deal, send me an email. It's all right. Okay. Um, so we have the options in our circle chat room. I don't know if you guys can see this. Bernardo, Joseph, can you give me a heads up in the chat if you see this, bro? If you see this chat room there, or if you're still seeing the pro. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's something going on with my computer. I don't know if it's this new program. Um, okay. All right. So let's go here. And this is Nick Shaheen, Nick Shaheen's live trading room. You can see the chat. Thanks, brother. So Nick Shaheen has a live trading room. It's Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. It's open the whole day. You can go in there. You can check it out. There's always trading there. Again, I don't know what's going on with this computer. It's acting freaky, but I'm just taking a video so I can show this to the people. Yeah, all right, perfect. So I'm gonna join in here, right? And this, I don't think Nick is here right now, but this is pretty much open the whole day. And then Sundays we have a meeting, 10 to 1 p.m. Eastern. It's all day, live trading. It just, you know, as it is, right? A couple of friendly faces here, I think. Yeah, we got Doc in the house. I pretty much signed up like 99% of the people in this chat room. It's been open for like a year now. Amazing individuals, amazing people there. Really, really a tight community. I think if you're trading alone, you're making a big mistake. I definitely think you should check this out. But it's included in the trading school. I'm sorry, it's included in the summer bundle. Okay, folks. Here we go. Let's go ahead and just show you here. There's a chat room on the left side, and typically it doesn't look this way, but since Nick is not here, he pretty much takes off at like 5:30. He would be sharing his chat room there live. Not his chat room, his charts. And he would be talking with people like webinar style, right? Joseph, I'll see you later. Again, keep in mind, folks, the link to join is in the chat, and we are going to post it there. All right, so if you want to join, this is the last day to get it. It comes with everything I'm showing you. It's the last day I'm going to do this as far as like the summer bundle thing. So let's go ahead and click here on the, all right, so I showed you the live trading room, right? I showed you how it is. Nick will be sharing his live screen there. And that's just something extra that you can use, right? Something extra that you can use. This other chat room, this other blue chat room is the static chat room. It's open all day, 24/7. The other one is like, it's a different link every day. This is always the same link, always the same link. So let's go ahead and I just wanted to show you this really quick. You can open this, Nick's important messages, inner circle chat, and you can pretty much get everything there, right? You get like, you get a lot of trade ideas included with the summer bundle as well from Matt Mailey, who's a chief market strategist at Miller Tabak. You get a whole bunch of educational videos from Chris Capri, who's a former hedge fund broker. You also get trade alerts from Nick Shaheen as well, on top of the chat room, on top of Benzinga Pro, on top of all the scanners and news feeds that I sent you guys. So for all of you guys that are on the go-to meeting, there is a link there that you can click to pretty much join this before it expires. And for everybody on YouTube as well, I put it there. I think we've gone over almost everything. I think I've answered all the questions there in the chat. Jim, yeah, I think it looks blurry because we're using a new program for the webinars, and it seems to be a little bit laggy, unfortunately. My computer's acting up. So Zoom, the same thing, man. It's like all these things suck. StreamYard is like the only one that's like okay, but the other ones just are terrible. So I'm sorry if the screen looks blurry and it's super slow. We were just trying this out for the day. Okay, Anil, just make sure to reach out. I'm going to put the contact information if you guys want to reach out. I think we're going to pretty much call it a sesh here for the day. Everybody, make sure you have a safe and happy weekend. Okay, make sure that if you're trading and everything, take the time to also do a little bit of research in your pro. Get ready for the week ahead. And for those that join, remember, we have a meeting with Nick on Sundays from 10 to 1, only for members, okay? So if you join, use that link. There's like a 30-day money back guarantee. There's really no reason why you're not doing this. I would go ahead, take advantage of this. If you have questions, email or call me. I will see you next time in the chat room. And thanks a lot for coming, and we'll see you next time.